about you guys, but from my perspective, doing some research, talking to several folks who work in the finance area in this industry, it is a sense of relentless change. And for each of you, whether you're in a construction company in a financial executive position, whether you're in a company that serves that industry, you might feel on a daily basis just a little bit like this. Knowing laughter. And I've seen about 3 overall pain points that I would bet money you're all experiencing to some extent. So tell me if any of these sound familiar. The first one, how often are you worrying about keeping pace with just the rate of change in your external environment? It's dizzying. I know you're facing field labor shortages, the rising cost of healthcare just seems to have no ceiling. There's tax reform, there's trade wars. So how do you, as the financial executive, the key financial executive in your organization, lead that charge? The second thing is you wear so many hats that you've probably lost count. There was a study that was done by McKinsey that looked at the average number of departments, functional areas reporting to CFOs other than finance. What would your guess be about the average number of departments under CFOs besides finance? Any guesses? 4? Yeah, you're close. 4.53. So, you think about all of the different functions that you have, not a lot of background in, that you are now responsible. Compliance, risk management, HR, IT, legal. In my world, I've seen it all. Now, here's another question. How much value are you contributing to your organization in those areas? The same study that looked at the number of functional areas reporting up through the financial organization in most companies also asked respondents. It was about a little more than 300 CFOs globally. Do you feel like you've contributed more value outside of your financial area of expertise than within it? What percentage of people do you think agreed with that statement? 92%. So what you're being asked to do is just increasing and increasing and increasing. And that brings me to the third trend, the sheer amount of pressure on you in the C-suite to contribute. So if you think about the days of financial reporting and compliance and audit as the sole responsibilities of the CFO are gone. They've been gone for years. And you're responsible now for everything from strategic capital allocation to business planning to setting the culture of your organization to, again, running areas that you are not necessarily versed in as well. And so that leads to some challenges. I know that so often anyone who is in the C-suite wants that proverbial seat at the table. So here's kind of an interesting statistic. The same study that I mentioned from McKinsey, they asked these CFOs, again, a little more than 300, do you feel that your function is effective? That is all the functional areas reporting up to you. 87% said, yes, I feel that our function is effective. Now, they were asked to ask other people in the C-suites, their colleagues every day, whether they agreed that their function was effective. Because I'm presenting this, you can probably predict there's a difference, right? This will bring me to my point in a minute. 56%. 56%. Stunned silence erupts in the auditorium. Now, is this necessarily a bad thing? Maybe not. Is this the case for each of you individually? I don't know. But I present this statistic to start to underscore the importance of something that I've devoted the last 5 years of my life to empirically studying. And my hope is it will help you address and overcome many of these challenges. And it has a name. The name of this skill is self-awareness.